ladies, I'm here on the show, and so I continue today. If you didn't watch my Missouri Boston College recap, go watch that recap, give my thoughts on that college game. I'll do one more time, also my Kentucky Wildcats playing tonight. But here I'm going to recap the Xfinity race, also 2 baseball games tonight, and then I'll do a NFL news tonight as well to do the latest injury updates and shit like that. And I'll do another one in the morning when I get up. Yeah, let's talk about some Xfinity racing at Watkins, Glen. Watkins, Glen. You know, there's been classic finishes there in the past, but I don't really care for Watkins, Glen. I mean, it's alright, it's just... My main issue is when there's late cautions. And then they keep wrecking, just unnecessarily tearing up equipment because NASCAR doesn't want to finish the race under yellow and have it finished at their scheduled distance. Instead, have multiple overtimes where we crash cars. Just for nothing. Like, that sucked. I mean, the race honestly wasn't good. It was really... Connor Zilch, who drove a fantastic race, very high on Connor Zilch. I think he's going to be a future superstar, full-time next year for Junior Motorsports. By far had the fastest car. It wasn't even close. Stage 1, he drove off to like an 11-second lead at the end of the stage. Almost lapped SVG, which would have been disaster for his day. But yeah, Connor Zilch drove a hell of a race. There's to be emotional because he drove a hell of a race, and he would be a high school senior this year, and just schooled the field against some talented, very good road course drivers like SVG, AJ Allmendinger held those guys off. Sam Mayer held those guys off. He was just so good all day. The restarts, just everything. He was just absolutely perfect. And wins in his Xfinity debut. That last lap was crazy. The battle for second was freaking crazy. You had SVG drifting the hell out of that thing at one point. And meanwhile, Zilch was gone. He drove up like 2 or 3 seconds. I thought when Creed got to second, I was like, watch Zilch run out and Creed win. As soon as Creed went into second, somehow I knew. As soon as Creed went into second, I was like, yeah, he can still run out of gas and Creed win, but he didn't. Another Creed second, his favorite finishing position. But yeah, I gotta be honest, the last hour was kind of just an embarrassment. I mean, you had Chandler Smith try to kill everybody like 4 separate times. That race just, it wasn't good. It really wasn't a banger. I mean, you can say, oh, I just didn't like the racing. Well, yeah, I didn't like the racing. It just wasn't really that good. And it's always late in these races, a road course, somebody stalls, has a mechanical failure, they stall, and then chaos ensues. And yes, I like chaos, but when it takes nearly an hour to finish, 4 laps? Yeah, that's a problem. Because it drags these races out unnecessarily long. Like, I expect to recap this race at like 5 o'clock. And instead it's, 6:20 right now? 6:25. Like, it just takes way too long. Just to finish these races. Like, Connor Zilch had to win that race a few different times. Every start he did was perfect, and he had to do it over and over again. Besides one restart where AJ made it 3 wide, he was pretty perfect in all of his restarts. So every restart he did was perfect. Just had to do it, 2-3 times. But they definitely need to rethink it on road courses. Way too many opportunities to wreck on the first lap, and all these drivers will absolutely take the opportunity and wreck you. It took 45 minutes to run 1 3/4 laps. Like, I'm really happy for Connor Zilch, because I'm not hating on this race just to hate on it. Just I didn't like it, and just the chaos at the end. But also, gotta give credit to Connor Zilch. The kid's gonna be something else. He's got a freaking bright future. And Creed managed to somehow finish second. But that battle for second felt like a pack race. It felt like they weren't even racing. They were just trying to crash each other. The entire field just rake fasting for no reason. And then you get Ryan C just absolutely raking Herps for no reason. Raking like the back half of the field, or the middle pack of the field. But those last 2 laps were borderline ARCA tear. It's a huge wreck in the back. Like, Chandler Smith raced like a complete dumbass. What a shit show. And when, I was gonna mention this, when Matty D stopped on the racetrack with 6 to go, and Jeff Gluck posted that 55 minutes, and 55 minutes later, the race still wasn't over. It's so dumb. There's nothing wrong with a race ending under yellow at the scheduled distance like they did for like 50 years. A casual fan isn't going to watch the red flag sequence in between overtimes. They're not. A casual fan isn't going to watch the red flag sequence between overtimes. Because the red flags take too long. They're not going to stay there because people's just attention spans aren't as long now. So if we have to keep going to overtimes, they need to have a time limit or something, like 20 minutes max. Because you can't keep dragging these races long, because people are going to tune out. Like, overtimes are just the worst on road courses. It ruins races. I mean, it was sucked anyways. It wastes our time, and once it's over, you probably aren't even happy who wins, unless it's your driver, or you're just relieved to be able to move on with your day. Or something, I don't know. But yeah, the race wasn't good. I give it a 3 out of 10. The only reason I'll say it's a 3 out of 10 is because, yes, I like chaos. I enjoy the chaos. It's just looking at it naturally, it's just you hate seeing equipment getting torn up, unless it's Austin Hill. It's just unnecessarily tearing up equipment. But yeah, I'm glad Connor Zilch won his Xfinity debut. Had the best car by far. It wasn't even close. It wasn't even close. He by far had the best car. A few different times he had to drive through the field. Had to save gas as well. And he had the best car all day. I was just worried he was going to lose or run out of fuel, because NASCAR just doesn't like to finish races at the scheduled distance under yellow, so they'd have all these overtimes. I thought he was going to get screwed out of a win. But luckily, he had just enough gas to win the race, do burnouts, and we don't get a shitty winner. I was going to be pissed if, say, AJ Allmendinger won after all that time and we didn't get a good winner. But, I guess that's my rant about the races going too long in NASCAR overtime. But yeah, I might as well just go over my notes here. I gave the race 3 out of 10, as I've mentioned why I just didn't think the racing was that good overall, and the chaos. Yeah, the chaos is fun and all, but that doesn't make it a good race. It's just chaos and unnecessary tearing up equipment. And I guess my thoughts on thoughts on overtime on road courses as well. I mean, you can disagree if you want, that's fine. Or if anybody's opinion disagrees. But that's just my thoughts. Connor Zilch won stage 1. Nothing happened. Literally. Nothing. Connor Zilch just drove off and kicked the field's ass. You got pit stops before the stages, I guess. Stage 2, Honeyman spins, had a flat tire. William Byron wins stage 2. So Zilch and Byron were your stage winners, and this is where the chaos starts. Justin Allgaier spins, gets spun by Skeen. What the fuck is his name? Skeen? I think, or something like that. He gets stuck, goes a lap down. He's able to come back from it, then has another incident late in the race. Then Matty D stalls, and that's where the chaos starts. Has mechanical failure, stalls, and then a big crash. There was multiple drivers like Austin Hill, Anthony Alfredo. Multiple drivers were involved in that incident. Josh Williams, I think, just a bunch of drivers were involved. Then Gibbs runs out of fuel, next restart. And then the caution comes out for Skeen and Jones crash. Jones gets shoved. And then Skeen had nowhere to go, gets involved. Mike Skeen. Allgaier and Mayer and Custer all spin. Custer gets spun in turn 1 of the restart. Allgaier spins, I believe in the inner loop. And Sam Mayer gets spins in the last corner. Then we get a big crash that takes out multiple drivers, like Ryan Sieg, Riley Herbst. Multiple drivers were involved. Just a jumbled up finishing order. And Zilich ends up getting the win. So your finishing order, go over the results here, and then I'll end this video. Connor Zilich gets the win. Sheldon Creed second. Another second for Sheldon Creed. But he's had a very good year. 12 top 5 finishes. He's going to get that first win eventually. It's going to come. Charlie, come. No Charlie Crawl. A.J. Allmendinger third. Chandler Smith fourth. Shane Van Gisbergen fifth. Excuse me, I'm a professional. Ross Chastain sixth in that number 92. Parker Kligerman seventh. Good job coming back from those transmission issues. Jesse Love eighth. Joey Logano ninth. And Josh Blicky rounds out the top 10. So double top 10 for DGM. Austin Green 11th. Another great finish for Austin Green. William Boyron 12th. Riley Herbst 13th. Parker Edsall 14th. Ryan Ellis 15th. Leland Honeyman 16th. Justin Allgaier 17th. Jeremy Clements 18th. Sammy Smith 19th. Right top 20 is Sam Mayer. Good stories in his top 10 and top 15. Cole Custer 22nd, Ryan Sieg 23rd, or 22nd. Cole Custer 21st, Ryan Sieg 22nd. Man, Sieg was at least going to have a good run. He doesn't run good at road courses, but he was going to have a good finish, and he ends up breaking Herbst there. I just don't know what he was doing. I love Ryan Sieg, love him to death, but that was a dumb move by Sieg. Brandon Poole 23rd, Ed Jones 24th, Ty Gibbs 25th, Eric Almirola 26th, had some issues. R.C. Anderson 27th, Brandon Jones 28th, Thomas Anuzeta 29th, got replaced by Joey Gase because he had some, I don't know what happened. Mike Skeen 30th, Jeff Burton 31st, Josh Williams 32nd, Austin Hill 33rd. Anthony Alfredo 34th, Matty D 35th, Elon Day 36th, Kyle Sieg 37th, Ray Field in 38th, in last place is Kyle Weatherly. So yeah, Connor Zilich wins at the Glen. So, good for him. Very high on him. Think he'll be a future superstar. Hopefully he does good when he races in the ovals. So yeah, that's really all I say for this video. So until next time, Peace.